Hi everybody, Fiduciary Wealth Management here, and we have another video for you today. Today we're talking about wealth management, quite a broad subject, but Paul is here to break it down for you with a little bit of my help. So Paul, I'll pass over to you. What can you tell us about wealth management today?
Thank you, Matt. I think you're right. It's a broad subject. It's a bit of a misnomer, and it can be misleading. It means different things to different people. To us, wealth management is all about, it encompasses tax planning, retirement planning, financial planning, even the relocation process itself, because it embeds all aspects of financial planning. But ultimately, it's all about once the tax planning is in place, the retirement plans are in place, and the tax efficient uh, financial planning has been considered on a holistic basis. Every conceivable aspect has been taken into consideration. It's about managing people's wealth, whether it's pensions, investments, or savings, is making sure that those assets grow. So when you ask that question, what is wealth management? I think it's about um, protecting, growing, and then passing wealth to the next generation s- in a seamless manner, and limiting any frictions and any inheritance tax along the way. So those that people love will inherit the money and with minimal tax. Um, So yes, I think wealth management is a very broad subject, but we place a lot of emphasis in protecting the downside, and by that it could mean protecting the capital from stock market fluctuations, but also that there's any erosion of one's capital because the tax planning aspect hasn't been taken care of efficiently, and then growing those assets either to provide an income um, and maintain that lifestyle through your retirement years, or to do that and to grow the assets for your children and your children's children. So yeah, I think wealth management is a really important service that people sometimes forget or underestimate, or they're put off by the name and they're not quite sure what it entails. But everyone will have a different interpretation, but we view wealth management in the broader sense.
Yeah.
Um,
I think an important point as well is wealth management can be different depending on who the individual is as well. Because if you've got somebody of working age, they've got quite a lot of room until retirement, then they may be paying into their investments, their savings, and they want to grow them at a particular rate. Whereas if you have someone who's already in retirement and they're reliant on that to fund their lifestyle and take income from, both of those scenarios are wealth management, but they both have to be managed in a completely different way, don't they, Paul? And I think that's important to take into account.
no, I think it's a very good point. I think when you look at wealth management, it really depends on the client and what their journey is and what the requirements are. So wealth management to one client might be different to wealth management for another client. It depends on the complexity of their financial affairs. If it's very simple, then the wealth management solution is very simple. It's very complex, then clearly we have to tailor the advice to their circumstances. So an extremely good point. It means different things, and the service could is fluid. It's like water. It depends on the client,
Yeah.
and I think we're good at adjusting our service so that it's aligned to those needs and requirements, which are of utmost importance. They're fundamental, yeah,
Yeah.
to providing a service that they need rather than what we want to deliver. And we go
Yeah.
back to banks. They want to sell you X or Y, um, but maybe that's not what the client needs. So yeah, being adaptable and fluid like water is key in wealth management. That is the underlying message.
Good, good. So for those clicking on this video today, titled Wealth Management, and they were expecting these detailed techniques on how you can do that. Well, firstly, that would be wrong of us to do so, but that's not the purpose. But the purpose is to say, look, if you want to discuss this and speak with someone who's going to tailor it to your situation, who's there to understand your situation, and it's not just about growing these assets, as Paul rightly says, it's doing so in a tax efficient manner, in a manner that you're very comfortable with and can understand. So, yeah, if that does interest you, then you're more than welcome to reach out to us at Fiduciary Wealth Management. Give us a call or drop us an email, and we can arrange a quick chat with you, and we take it from there. So for now, I invite you to enjoy the rest of our videos, and some of you we'll be speaking to very shortly. Thank you. Goodbye.